This is the last thing China wanted in Olympic year. Thousands of Tibetans on the streets, loudly demanding freedom. They brandish their banned flag and pictures of the Dalai Lama. Some hurl rocks at government buildings. Protests have spread far beyond Tibet. This is Xiahe, southern Gansu, where half the town is Tibetan. This was the response of paramilitary police. Tear gas grenades scattering the crowd. As the day goes on, the numbers dwindle. But the skirmishes continue. Five minutes ago, there was a big standoff between the police, the paramilitaries, and the residents here, and the police have obviously had enough. There are the riot police, scores, maybe hundreds of them just down the street. They've fired a number of rounds, I think, into the air, I think maybe 2 rounds across the stage, and that looked like... They're obviously bracing themselves for manoeuvres. The paramilitaries are starting to move up the street. They're moving into formation with their riot shields. It's very hard to tell what's going on, and the paramilitaries are definitely on the move. The Chinese say history shows Tibet is an integral part of the country. This monk, whose identity we have protected, says Tibetan culture is being suppressed.
Young people today are more concerned with human rights. We want the Dalai Lama to come back.
This footage from Friday shows a ceremony at Lebrang Monastery turning into a mass protest.
We do this for human rights and freedoms. It's a good way to express ourselves. There's no reason to suppress it. We are very frightened, all of us, children and old people.
These protests are becoming all too familiar to the authorities. They began in the Tibetan capital Lhasa on Monday, but are rippling through other provinces with Tibetan populations. There's unrest in Qinghai and Sichuan too. So far, the security forces have not unleashed their full power. Perhaps they will find other ways to deal with demonstrators in days to come. Xiahe is waiting to see which runs out first, the passion of protesters or the patience of the authorities.